maybe I'm crazy, but Derrick Rose actually does play basketball.
Yes! Finally! T-Wolves are not going to win anything.
No, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a little crazy.
It's a little send-off for Derrick Rose.
Yes, exactly. It's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
Welcome to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. That's Brandon Newman.
Hi.
We cut it out, but Brandon is ridiculously awkward before the start of every podcast.
Traditionally.
I don't understand why. I feel like it puts you in a bad space, like emotionally and mentally.
I'm putting you in a good space.
Insist on doing it.
Yeah.
You outdressed me today.
No, not really. I just power line love.
It's an amazing shirt.
Thank you so much.
And
shouts out to Tarjay.
Law and Order SVU hat is, it's the greatest show on television. Before we started today, we were talking about the other greatest show in the history of television.
Yes.
Which is not True Detective, as many would think.
No.
It's not Game of Thrones, as some would think.
Not The Wire.
It's not The Wire, not Stranger Things. It's in fact Flavor of Love. And I dare you to poke holes in it because you can't.
Well, wait.
It revolutionized television and it changed the culture forever.
Think of the spinoffs. You got
Flavor of Love 2.
I Love New York.
I Love New York.
Flavor of Love 2.
Rock of Love.
Rock of Love. You got the I Love New York 2. You got the Chamillionaires. Remember Chance and Real? That was from I Love New York.
Real Chance of Love?
Real Chance of Love.
Oh, the Chamillionaires. I wasn't prepared for that, Brandon. I gotta tell you.
God, the Stallions, bro. I love them.
Didn't one of them pass? R.I.P.
Yeah, I think Real did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was a great show on television, and it was an appointment watching for me, and I just feel like the need to mention it anytime I can. Plus, you had to get outside yourself. You had to experience new things because you got to watch Flavor of Love's tongue inserted into another human.
Every episode.
And you watched it gladly because the content was that elite.
Didn't matter where it's going. Pumpkin, Hottie, Delicious Hoops, tongue was everywhere.
Craziest by far was old girl though. What was her name?
The crazy
Hottie?
one. Hottie.
She was the one that put the chicken in the microwave?
Yes, raw chicken in the
I
microwave.
felt uncomfortable every time she made sounds with her face.
Well, they didn't help. They put sound effects to her blinking.
Yes!
Through the
She
show.
was such a blinker. Okay, anyway. Speaking of elite content, I could probably do an entire podcast just on my feelings about Flavor of Love, which we may do one day as a bonus pod. It's just I think we should start doing that.
Right.
Well, it's like crazy asides we go on. Let's start writing these down.
Yes.
Heller, that's your job. I'm pointing to you in the corner.
Okay.
John Heller.
Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's just start writing these down,
work
and then
in
we'll
advance.
come in because I feel like maybe no one cares, but it's fun, so we'll do that.
People should care, and that's why we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and maybe you can have comments too. Maybe we'll do it live, so we'll take comments.
Ooh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Share memories about Flavor of Love. Anyway, the NFL draft is this week. Snuck up on you there.
Gosh, we really did. I think how good the playoffs has been in the first round is why it snuck up. Because usually I'm just waiting for it.
Correct. It just sweeps all around.
Yeah.
We know the Cavs are just going through, and you just have those Warriors. You don't have those feelings anymore.
No.
On Fox for the first time. Excited about that.
Yeah, the NFL is making a statement by spreading out the content past ESPN.
Yeah, they are. Fox is better.
Yeah.
It should be on Fox. That's why.
Yeah, NFL Network.
And NFL
well.
Network partners,
Yeah.
of course. Yes, we love NFL Network. Anyway, so as you mentioned, the first round of the playoffs has been very interesting. Lance Stephenson dominating the headlines. Who'd have thunk it? Someone's computer noises are on, by the way. That was
Weird.
you, John. Okay.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, he's in the movies now.
Yes.
Derrick Rose is. I'm going to say something very surprising about Derrick
Say
Rose
it.
today.
Okay,
Not
good.
yet. Not
Good,
yet.
good.
These
Yes,
are
yes.
teases.
I got it. I'm
petty
sorry.
report. Shockingly, Kevin Durant is being petty again. And lots of other good stuff. Des Odell, Kyle Kuzma giving bad advice. But let's start with the NFL draft, as I mentioned.
Yes.
So we're gonna have our own drafts. We're gonna have a topic draft,
Yes. Oh.
if you will, a draft.
Draft.
So we have 4 topics here. We have Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm. Heard of him.
Yep. Lamar Jackson.
Swaggy B.
Swaggy B. Yes.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
Very nice young man.
Yes.
And wild card Miscellaneous. Now.
Yes.
I'm going to line these up here very pretty, even though no one can see them.
They look pretty.
We will let you go first. Beauty before age.
Okay.
We'll do that one.
I was waiting for some type of
You know what?
slander.
I opted not to do that.
You know, I actually was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, I think I'm pretty handsome. That's not related to anything else, but you said beauty before age, so like if we're talking about it,
Right.
my face.
You've never felt handsome before?
In 6th grade, this girl Jennifer told me I was the cutest fat boy in school. So I knew I had something. You feel me?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, congrats on that.
miscellaneous.
That's a big moment for you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like I remember anything.
Right.
I'm going miscellaneous
Oh,
first.
really? Okay.
Because
Wild card. What is your miscellaneous topic for the draft app?
if you guys are following me on IG, you should. Newman Show 99. I went to the Poppinest Club in LA. Mm-hmm. LAX.
Yes, LAX is popping.
Yes, and I met Odell Beckham Jr.
I saw this on your Instagram
in the
pages.
pictures, and
It was very yes, it is. Actually, we should yes.
yes.
Very
So
good
a
by you.
quick round of applause. Thank you so much.
You know, surprisingly, I have spent a lot of time at LAX,
Yes.
going in and out of this town, and I have never seen one celebrity.
Really?
Nope.
Never?
Nope.
I've taken pictures with Jaden Smith. I've seen Childish Gambino. Actually, Michelle saw him, but I feel like I saw him. And then, obviously, Odell Beckham. Like, yeah, I've
Right.
seen
Okay. So
plenty.
what happened? You saw Odell, and then what happened to you?
So I was waiting in line. He goes through the clear. We talked about clear. Shouts
I
out
was
to
about to ask you.
Yes,
Do you have VIP at LAX, which is obviously clear?
clear. Yes. The only reason I don't have TSA pre-check yet, but that's Michelle's fault again.
Yeah, I don't have TSA pre-check either.
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
It's ridiculous that we don't have it. I know.
We gotta what? You don't
I-
have
I-
it. It's crazy that you don't have
I
it.
don't have time for this stupid meeting thing.
That's
Just
what-
Give me the pass.
Michelle said she didn't get it to me because she knew I was gonna skip the meeting. I was like, I'm
Right.
gonna get to the
I
meeting.
know.
I gotta get to the meeting.
Okay,
Anyways,
but
I'm
you
sorry.
have clear though.
Yeah, I don't have clear.
What are you doing?
Odell had clear.
Listen.
Odell was clear.
I realize I'm speaking from a place of hypocrisy because I don't have TSA pre-check, which is
Yes.
stupid. But you got to get clear. It's like $30.
I
It's
thought it was
just
the
change
same
your
thing.
life.
It's not the same thing.
No.
Clear is different than pre-check.
Clear is better than pre-check, actually. Airports that have clear, it's better than pre-check. They take you to the front of the line. And sometimes, if they're really swaggy with it, they'll take you to the front of the line. So you don't even skip past like the line.
Odell was definitely waiting in line.
They take you to the front of the thing where the people put the bags on.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know why this is slipping my memory
Conveyor
right now.
belt? I don't know.
Sure, whatever.
Sure.
Where you put your crap through.
Right.
And they move everybody else's stuff and put yours first.
Really?
Oh, I mean, there's no feeling like it. I
gotta
gotta tell you, like,
We got clear pre-check.
There's very few times when I appreciate like my good decisions.
Right.
But when they do that, I'm like, ugh. I mean, you guys are foolish. It's so affordable.
I love the hierarchy of flying. Period.
It's incredibly elitist, and I don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yes. So I'm standing in the noob line because I don't have to pre-check or anything. I see Odell just bouncing around. He comes into the gate, nothing on him. I don't even know if he had a cell phone. I'm gonna say he didn't have a cell phone.
Okay.
He just looked like a guy without a cell phone.
Okay.
White hoodie, red sweats, and all white 8s. You had the all red 8s. He had the
Yes.
all white 8s. We made eye contact, and he was like, "This dude gonna talk to me." And I was like,
That's the worst feeling in
I
the
gave him
world.
yep.
It's the worst feeling in the world when you make eye contact with someone and you know they're going to speak
Yep.
to you.
I was
Coming
like
from a
this.
person who just absolutely despises other humans, I can tell you, it's the worst.
Okay, let me finish. I'm taking too much time on this. Anyways, we go through the checkout. I saw he checked in at a flight going to Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, so where's Odell? I need to speak to him. Last thing I know, he was behind me. Then I walk up, and he's up here talking to the ladies at the breakfast area. Oh, check out bacon, egg, and cheese. Ooh, sausage. Oh, yeah, give me one of them. Give me one of them. Give me one of them. And I walk up and say, excuse me, Mr. Odell. By the way, in line, I created the video that I was going to do.
Right.
In my mind. I was going to create a video, selfie video. I don't never see nobody in LAX, and like, oh, Odell, what's good, Odell? And then keep talking.
good video.
I was going to do that, right? So I asked him, I said, you mind making some content with me? And he said, I'm real tired. You mind if it's just a picture? You know, so he bargained down with me.
Right.
He was going to make the content regardless because we made eye contact 15 minutes prior.
And it was understood.
Yeah, he knew. He was like, if I see
He
big
knew,
dude again.
he knew you were coming for him. Yes.
Yeah. He's like, he's coming, right? So anyways, we take the picture. He's like, are you ready? You ready? I'm getting it out. I'm trying to talk to him about snacks. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like those New York Giants. No, he wants the picture. We sync up the photo. He made sure I got the right photo, and then he dapped me up, and we went on our way.
I mean, you know what? That's a professional right there.
Right?
That's somebody who understands content.
Yes,
for sure.
and he understands who he is and the people and like the
Yeah,
thing.
we need
like,
a clear picture. We can't just be
Yeah.
taking any kind of selfie that's blurry.
Right. Anyways, and then he goes and he's on Instagram. He's pulling the trucks. He said, "You will not in my name." He's making a push. He's trying to. He wants that gold jacket. He wants that
Yeah.
gold jacket.
I'm with him. He should try and get to the Hall of Fame. Those are goals.
There's no way
When
he
you
can
play
get
in
that
the
red
NFL.
jacket if he's running around
It's
LAX.
gold, not red.
Oh, gold jacket. I'm sorry. Gold jacket running around LAX by yourself. He came straight. He had to come straight from the club, Joy. He came straight from the club.
Possibly.
No, he came straight from the club.
That's why he had no bags.
Justin Bieber's club. I don't know whose club it was. It could have been a late
Well, it
night
sounds like
mass.
Odell's a nice young man.
He was pleasure. It was a pleasure to be
You know what
around.
I feel like you did to him?
What's
you
that?
did like what guys do in the club when girls are trying to avoid eye contact, and then like if you accidentally make eye contact with the wrong guy, and you're like,
Yep.
like you know they're gonna catch you.
Invitation.
And then it's not an invitation. I just happened to be scanning, and for my unfortunate luck, our eyes synced for just the tiniest second, and they're like, got her,
Got him.
on it, and now I have to reject you.
Bring it up. Come over here.
As opposed to just like look. That's why you have to just there's a tactic to looking in the crowd.
Yeah.
You have to always look above heads. Never look at the eye line because that's where you get in trouble.
Because somebody looking.
Yes, this comes from a veteran club goer. You're welcome.
Okay,
All right, so that's a great story.
I
What?
want just real quick, just the hair on this side.
okay, thank you.
Just one.
Yeah, we're gonna keep running.
Oh,
into
that's
this because
perfect.
of the hoodie.
That's good. That's great. I'm glad I said something.
Cool.
Look at me.
Showed up on some fan sites, right?
Oh, yes, at least two different. I sent you one. An Odell fan site posted a picture and tagged me in it because we just look like boys in the picture on something. Oh, good.
It's a great picture.
What good? You feel me? But yeah, they tagged me a bunch. Most liked photo on Instagram for me.
Oh, well, yeah, that
Shouts out
makes sense.
Celeb. Shouts out the Celeb plug.
Celeb plug.
Yeah, the Celeb plug. You know what I'm saying? When I get that Drake photo, then we
Oh.
get real popping. You feel me? Okay, moving on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, congrats to you.
Thank you. And so that's related to the draft.
Sure. Because he plays in the NFL.
Yes.
In the NFL draft. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson.
Okay, hot topic.
Yeah. So, Lamar Jackson, inexplicably to me, has gone from just someone who they want to make into a wide receiver at the combine to someone who the Patriots may be drafting as Tom Brady's heir, which is feels kind of insane to me.
Yes.
I also don't know if this is a complete smokescreen, but the Patriots have been so off-brand lately with letting all this information slip out that I'm inclined to kind of think there's some juice behind it. They do have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. What I don't see them doing is like trading up, because what they usually do is like trade down to get more picks. I don't see them trading up to get Lamar Jackson, and the first pick is the 23rd. So if you believe Lamar Jackson's going to be available at the 23rd pick, then this is plausible. I don't know. But the reason I don't know is because nobody knows who the bleep's going to get drafted anywhere in this draft.
No.
Nobody knows anything.
No.
Where's all the scoops, bros? I don't even understand it. Like to me, this is why the draft has crept up on me. And maybe it's because there's no clear set like top 3 who we're gonna. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Baker Mayfield could go number 1. Lamar Jackson could go number 1. Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley. Like
it's not
common.
It's not uncommon to have offensive linemen. We know. I mean, the Dolphins are infamous for just. Well, the last time they decided
they got the what's his name? Was it Larry Tunsil?
Larry Tunsil. Before that, it was another offensive lineman. But we knew that they were picking those people going into the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like going into the draft.
Right, like you feel like you don't know who's gonna go where. There's no set. There's no feeling that you know what's gonna go on, and partly that's because the Browns are a bleep show and they have been forever, and everyone knows they need a quarterback, but they don't really know what's going on. But we'll get to that in a second. Lamar Jackson, I love the idea of him going to the Patriots for this reason. First of all, I love the idea of a Deshaun Watson who we adore. Type of player, Bill O'Brien, Belichick tree, going to the Patriots and bringing some culture to the Patriots, if we're being serious, for one reason.
Yeah. That culture gets silenced, but yeah.
2, but I feel like it's different now. They're not. The Patriots' way is either fading or changing or something's going on, but you can't deny it. In the past couple months, we've learned more about what goes on inside that building than we have in the past 20 years.
Right.
So you can't tell me that there's not something going on here, whether it's coming from Belichick or it's coming from just Tom Brady rebelling or whatever. And look, I realize Tom Brady is an egomaniac, as he should be. He's the greatest football player of all time. And in my opinion, the greatest quarterback of all time. Obviously, you can still argue Joe Montana if you feel like it. I don't really know what the point is, but cool, whatever. 1A, 1B, whatever. But he realizes he's not going to play forever. And a lot of people don't feel like Lamar Jackson is ready to play quarterback right now.
Right.
And obviously because they were trying to make him into a wide receiver like a month ago. So I love the idea of him going to the Patriots. I think it would be a cool brand shift for them. And if he can sit behind Tom Brady for, 2 years, why not?
I don't know. I think Robert Kraft is used to, because of Tom Brady, used to being boys with his quarterback. And I don't think Lamar Jackson and Robert Kraft about to be chopping it up,
Why
playing
not?
spades.
Robert Kraft was at prison visiting Meek Mill. He wears Air Force Ones all day, every day.
Those are photo ops.
And
those are
Robert Kraft,
storylines.
before I get too gassed up on Robert Kraft,
Yeah.
he is a Trump supporter,
Right.
which I'm very out on.
Right.
I don't think I need to clarify why, but
You can if you
but
like.
Robert Kraft has explained that when his wife died, Donald Trump called him often, check up on him.
Yeah.
Which is a human thing.
Right. You pull for that
Donald
person.
Trump would you wouldn't expect him to do that
Right.
if you're not a Donald Trump supporter, obviously.
Yes.
So they have a relationship outside of before he decided to be president.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I'm not going to get into the whole politics of the whole thing, but I'm just saying I wouldn't agree with that point.
Okay. Yeah. I if anything, it feels like Bill Belichick is continuously trying to piss off Robert Kraft.
And that's what he's going to do by drafting Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Look, they have other pieces that they need. They lost Malcolm Butler.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to need other pieces if they want to get back to the Super Bowl and win it. But they do also have to draft a quarterback. They have to get somebody to eventually replace Tom Brady. Brian Hoyer's cool for a backup, but you still need somebody who is eventually going to replace Tom Brady. And if you want somebody who's going to learn from the greatest ever, draft them and then figure it out. And I don't see also I think there's a dynamic there where Tom Brady wouldn't be threatened by Lamar Jackson because people don't think he's ready to play right now anyway. So what if Tom Brady feels like he's going to play till he's 45? He's going to be 41 this year, right? So 3-4 more years. Let the kid sit behind you. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years.
I just don't. As weird as going into this draft has been, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Okay, next draft topic.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley?
Now, obviously, we were thinking about him going to the Browns a lot. Right after the combine. He had a crazy combine. Things are coming out now. I'm going to say, based on what Ezekiel Elliott did his first year in the league, if you see a talented running back like this, someone who's a freak of nature, who clearly can just get the job done, you got to build your franchise around.
So who's taking him?
Everyone's
saying that the Giants are going to take him.
I think the Browns take Saquon Barkley. I think you stop screwing the pooch on the quarterback, even if it's Baker, because I don't believe
Tyrod Taylor though, don't you?
When it comes to having somebody in the you can get a good quarterback in the second round to sit behind Tyrod Taylor and end up taking over.
Sit behind Tyrod Taylor?
Yes, push Tyrod Taylor and he end up starting maybe the back half of the season. Tyrod Taylor deserves a spot. I don't think you should. They can fight for something right now. Get Saquon Barkley. Get some structure around a running game. Start building pieces around a running game, and then the Browns will be in the playoff conversation in 2 years.
That's aggressive, but I don't
think so.
Look,
they picked up. The
disagree.
defense is there. They just need a couple more pieces. I think you build around Saquon Barkley, you build around a running game, you build around classic football. We saw the running backs are coming back.
Make running backs great again.
Make running backs great again. All last season. Leonard Fournette basically got the Jaguars to freaking play against the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. You have to build around these running backs. Saquon Barkley's too good to pass up, even for the Browns.
The Jaguars' defense, is the reason that they were in that game.
I understand, but with the defense and the running game, that's what I'm saying. The Browns have invested in their defense. Right. They have these picks in the first round. It's going to be crazy, but one of those first picks need to be Saquon Barkley.
I don't disagree with you. Saquon came in here. He seems like a very nice kid. He obviously had a great combine. He is a Penn State quarterback or running back, which whatever, they have their reputation, which I don't care about that. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah. It's a whole different system. Whatever.
2019.
So I'm rooting for him. I think if the Browns do go quarterback and the Giants take him. But I think that's not far-fetched theory to just stick with Tyrod for the next couple years and just maybe win more than 2 games a season, which would be cool, I think, for Cleveland fans.
They're definitely going to win at least 6 this season.
At least 6?
At least 6.
That's an aggressive jump.
You get 2 picks in the draft. You've had multiple picks in the draft. If they
can't
if they don't win more than 6 games,
they won last year?
Yeah, 0 total. Yeah, a little goose egg. Total.
That's
if you want to total the
this
wins.
Many.
Now,
all
how
right.
close were they?
Ooh. I don't have to look at that. because
No,
you know,
this
moral
really not-
victories are important.
It's not worth looking
They give
into,
out
to
rings
be
for
honest
those.
with
All right, finally, Swaggy B, Baker Mayfield. We love
Man,
Baker Mayfield.
our guy.
And this is why this draft just got a whole lot more interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because of Lamar Jackson possibly going to the Patriots. Baker Mayfield, who many are completely out on because of all of his off the field stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he's short, and he's got apparently little hands.
You got to throw the quarterback. You got to throw the ball with
You
the
have to
hands.
touch the football
With the
when you're the
hands.
quarterback with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it.
So
but
honest critique.
it's an honest critique. They measured at the combine. It's got to matter.
Yeah,
He's now Adam Schefter, Shefty report, Shefty bomb, that he's in a conversation to go number 1 overall to Cleveland, which I think is insane. Now, look, I don't think that Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield are the same person. I think it's
Yes,
obviously
yes,
easy
yes,
to make the
yes,
comparisons to two white kind of privileged party boys who got in a lot of trouble and were cocky and obviously the comparisons are there easily. I do think that Baker cares more about playing football than he does partying.
Right.
I think he's just a college kid who partied and got in trouble. It happens. Now, there are kids who did also play college football who were very well known who partied who didn't get in trouble or didn't party. So, yeah, you do have the option to not get in trouble. Fine. But I like Baker Mayfield. I think it's the worst idea the Browns ever had. And they have a long list of bad ideas.
I know. I think it's a smart idea because it throws the rest of the draft in a tizzy. Is a tizzy a good term for it? The rest of the draft, everyone's going in a tizzy.
Everyone else in the draft will be in a tizzy.
Yes,
I think
everyone else in the draft will be in a tizzy. And I think this proves that the front office is smarter than they have been in the past. You throw out that you're looking at Baker Mayfield to pick in the first round. They're not picking Baker
Mayfield's
Mayfield
obviously going in the first round. You mean
No, I'm sorry, first
number
pick.
1 overall.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize. Number 1 pick. It's not going to happen. But throwing it out there puts everyone, Miami Dolphins, for example, who we all want Baker to go. I still want him to go to, and I think he still will go there. But they're like, oh, we gotta figure some stuff out. He could be off the board.
I haven't been speaking that into existence lately. I need to get on
You
that.
have enough though. I think we know where you're at.
Let's push it a little more this podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
You could be onto something there. It could be. They're all. Everyone's throwing out smoke screens.
Yeah.
It's all about the fake news stuff, which I get. But look, Sam Darnold was the understood number 1 overall pick up until this report this morning, which is fine. Whatever. Sam Darnold, Josh Allen,
yeah,
Josh Rosen,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
To me, Baker Mayfield. The one knock people always have on college quarterbacks moving into the NFL is that they're not accurate. He's the most accurate quarterback in college football. All these other guys also played college football, correct?
And he played against some NFL talent.
Right. So to me, that makes the most sense. If you're going to take a risk on any of these quarterbacks because no one really feels like any of them are transcendent at this moment, why not go with the guy that has been the most consistent as far as passing the football? Because all of them can run a little bit.
Right.
So to me, that's what they should do. But I definitely don't think you should go to the Browns. I think it's a terrible idea. Somebody else who needs a quarterback, take him. Maybe Denver, maybe the Dolphins. But I don't see him going to the Browns. I hope he doesn't go to the Browns because I hate watching the Browns. And then I'm going to have to watch them. And that's not fair to me.
You should be watching the Browns.
I don't want
We
to watch
all
the
should
Browns.
be watching the Browns next season.
No.
Yes.
All right, so that's our draft coverage.
Is that
Make
it?
sure that's my draft noise.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you watch all of the Fox footage.
Yes.
And we're very happy that we have the NFL draft on Fox.
You're watching it on. You're going to watch it on Fox.
I'm gonna watch. Yes, I'm gonna.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, it's up in the air for you? No, he's joking. He's gonna watch it on Fox, obviously.
In or out? Am I in or out?
When in the show today are we going to discuss new names?
At the end.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna.
We'll do it at the end.
Instead of gut data fact, Migos, my gut. I want to wait for playoff gut data fact because I have one brewing and a little indigestion.
Little
But
rumbles?
we're gonna go through the comments and we're gonna find this new in or out.
All
Okay.
right. What am I in or out on today?
Shenanigans guy, aka Lance Stephenson, is starting to get on King James's nerves. Bleacher Report posted many clips of LeBron and Lance going at it during Game 4 on Instagram. Under one of the Lance LeBron posts, J.R. Smith commented, J.R. Swish, I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
J.R. Swish commented, straight clown emoji. Right? You understand that?
Right. Yes.
Straight.
He is a straight clown.
Straight
we understand
clown emoji.
emojis, so we know that that's what it is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Joy, are you in or out on JR talking ish to Lance?
Very out. Very out.
Really?
On this. First of all, I love Lance Stephenson. Now I couldn't stand him before. Whenever he was bothering LeBron, in Miami, but I obviously love him now because I don't like Cleveland, so I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Also, I like anarchy and chaos, and that's what Lance Stephenson does at all costs. Win or lose, he is going to get on your nerves.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he can't have a good game every game. Yeah, everybody can't go out there and put 40
but he can't
up.
believe,
But
he
his
can't
version of that.
bleep with you every single time. And he got LeBron. He finally got to him.
Yes.
And LeBron gave him a little flip, and he flopped.
Yes. Ooh, yes.
But
Not an in or out name.
JR calling Lance Stephenson a straight clown is, I mean, look, be anything, but don't be a hypocrite. I mean, come on, JR. Like, kind of be self-aware. Like, you threw soup in your coach's face earlier this year.
That was regular season JR. Now, when
playoff,
JR needs
playoff
JR, because when the Cavs needed another option, JR has stepped up, allowing him to say whatever he wants, in my opinion.
Look, JR Smith, look, I don't, you don't have to wear a shirt if you're a guy. Like, that's I guess your option. I feel like it's sexist and unfair, but whatever.
Yes, very much so.
So what if I don't want to wear a shirt? I'm going to get into that.
We're gonna have fun in the comment section.
JR doesn't like. He just does whatever the bleep he wants all the time. That's who JR is.
Yeah.
He's insane. The only reason that anyone, to be honest, takes JR seriously is because LeBron gave him this insane contract. And yes, LeBron gave him that contract. Let's not bleep around. And yes, JR can come through with some huge shots when he feels like it, and when he doesn't feel like it, he misses a lot of them. So whatever, like. He's done all of the same things that Lance Stephenson's done. It's the same thing. I'm so out on it. If you're to be taken seriously, like, just say that he's not as good at you as shenanigans. That I can get behind.
Yeah. If they start beefing on shenanigans.
If that's what he means, that like he's a straight clown because he's not as good at shenanigans as J.R. Smith am,
right, yeah.
that I can mess with.
Well, it's funny because like Lance Stephenson will go down in history as the guy who pissed LeBron off the most, and J.R. would be go down in history as like
the guy who LeBron got paid.
Well, LeBron saved his career.
Yes.
Still be
and it's no knock on JR. Like JR is a big factor for this team.
Right. Which is crazy, and that's why I don't think that
exactly saying that out of your face makes you feel like a crazy person, but you know that it's actually legit and true. But don't. I mean, come on, JR.
I'm in on any comment creeping for. You know, they're just like us. There's no 0 Dark 30 for JR. That could have been LeBron tweeting that from JR's phone. That's actually.
It's a hot take.
We can dig into that.
No, I mean, he could write straight clown, or he could just write like, are there pipe emojis, or
pipe it up?
Is he just gonna use the eggplant emoji?
No, we can't throw eggplant emoji around. J.R. Smith can't do that, can he?
Why? You say JR doesn't give a bleep.
What would it entail? We know what that emoji means.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, straight. Oh.
Yes. Now you finally caught it.
Oh.
You didn't have coffee today. It's okay.
I didn't.
All right. What else, man?
The blessings for Steph Curry continue to keep coming. Aside from getting the first courtside seats in round 1 of the Warriors-Spurs series,
all right, of course,
the first ever unanimous MVP has created a production company called Unanimous Media and signed a multimedia deal. I want to say multi-million. It doesn't say that. Multimedia deal with Sony. Curry said, can I stop real quick? I had a read teleprompter this weekend for Notre Dame Day.
Oh.
Joy.
I told you. It's not as easy as you think.
I was out there.
I
was out there.
Was it awful
sometimes there was no spaces in between words.
Listen.
What are y'all doing to me? I didn't write these words.
It's not the easiest thing to do.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a reason that people, get hired based off their ability to read.
I struggle reading the words that I write.
Yes, and they're not moving.
I know.
You do really struggle with just reading and speaking out loud.
I just get really excited.
I know. And you know what it is? It's because you look ahead. Like, just focus.
Because I'm guessing. I don't know if I really know how to read.
Live in the present.
All right. So.
What are you asking me?
Sure. Are you in or out on Steph Curry saving the world with WWJD content?
Ooh, throwback. Listen.
Yes.
Were you really a Christian if you didn't have a WWJD bracelet?
Were you alive if you didn't have one?
But was there a chance you were getting into heaven if you didn't wear one of those?
My buddy, I was in Notre Dame. One of my guys on the football team was wearing a WWJD bracelet.
I don't believe
this weekend, and it looked pristine, brand new.
You know what? You just reminded me of?
What?
what was it called? The family Christian bookstores. Do you remember those?
Family
They
Christian
still have those
bookstores.
family Christian bookstores.
How famous were they?
They were, I mean, they were pretty
was it a
corporate.
chain?
Yeah.
Were they connected to the FCA?
I don't know.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a Christian bookstore, obviously, in the name.
Yeah.
But they had all kinds of Jesus paraphernalia and hats and such.
Like the Coke sign that says like
they sold Veggie Tales there. Remember Veggie Tales?
Yes.
Yeah, they sold Veggie Tales there.
Yeah.
I like the books and such. I like that little show.
Yeah.
Anyway, WWJD bracelets. Yeah, I had one.
What type of content are you in on Steph Curry having his multimedia?
Look, I love the name of it because it pisses people the bleep off that he was the first ever unanimous MVP. I mean, it just bothers people to their little core, and I'm okay with it.
Triggers.
I'm okay with him just flaunting it because if you got to flaunt it, and he did.
He didn't do it.
Whatever.
He didn't
Exactly.
vote
He
for
didn't vote for himself. So I love it, and yeah, sure, we can have some family friendly content out there. Why not?
We don't know that he's gonna do family friendly content.
I mean,
though.
come on, it's gonna be like Aisha cooking, which is fine.
She did it everywhere else.
She cooks everywhere. I love the cooking shows, but sometimes it infuriates me because I'm like, why am I watching this? I want to eat now. I can't eat the food that they have. I'm not gonna be able to go to the place that they're eating at. It's just depressing. But I do think that it's fine. I love the name of it, though, more importantly.
I maybe if we start praying at the end of this podcast or at the beginning,
we'll get our own media deal.
Yeah, little
I mean,
shout out.
look, we haven't sweated out in our prayer closet in a while. Maybe it's what we need to do.
Moving on, Russell Westbrook versus Ricky Rubio has become one of my favorite storylines in the Jazz Thunder series.
So insane.
Westbrook got into foul trouble early in Game 4, doing too much for Rubio. When asked about it, Brodie said, "It was not about me or him. Let's get past that. We're done with that." Brodie's big three is down 3-1. I want to say one of my hot take-aritas was that we'll see Donovan Mitchell play in the second round. Just going to throw that out there.
Okay.
Joy, are you in or out on Westbrook versus Rubio story?
By the way, I was a little off on my Pelicans series prediction.
Yeah. What was it again?
I said the Pelicans were going to sweep and sweep.
Yeah.
Blazers in 3.
Yeah. A little off on that.
Yes.
For my hot take-a-rita. But that's why the hot take-a-rita is. Sometimes, tequila gets to you.
Yeah, of
Sometimes
course.
you have moments of clarity. That was not one of mine. First of all, I love Westbrook, obviously.
Yes.
I think he got a little outside of himself in this last game and was caring a little bit too much about backing up what he said about Ricky Rubio.
Right.
Ricky Rubio, it's just amazing to me. No knock on Ricky Rubio, but come on. They just go play. Just go play and win. And Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, I mean, you guys coming to work today or what? Anybody?
I mean, the one game they won is
Anybody
because
wanna
Paul
make it
George
three?
went off.
Okay, one game.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Okay, it's a series, so we're going to need more than one game out of you.
I'm telling you, I
They've
think
been awful in the fourth quarter. They can't make a three to save their lives.
No.
And I got to tell you, Joe Ingles, it might be my new favorite player.
get at him,
I
Joe.
love that dude.
Man,
First of
playoff
all,
Joe.
he has is that what we're going to do now? We're just going to call everybody playoff whatever. if they
We'll
have a
find
good
out.
game?
We'll see.
First of all, playoff P is just that's a bleeping joke anyway. That's why they all laugh. They're like, "Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, playoff P.
Playoff P.
Good job, guys.
Do it again.
One game.
Joe Ingles
Mm-hmm.
is about that life.
He's about it.
He's for real about that life.
He's not here for the
He is not for the
He's for the not here for no games.
He was amazing in
Mm-hmm.
that game. He was in Paul George's face the entire time. And I love this series because these two teams do not like each other, and it's amazing. And Donovan Mitchell is incredible. I love him.
I've been saying it. I as good as Ben Simmons has been, and obviously he deserves the MVP, whatever. He's been in the league. Donovan Mitchell came straight from the NCAA, and they didn't get to play because Louisville was on kinds of sanctions and stuff. This guy is legit.
He is legit.
36 points in this series in the fourth, versus the next biggest Paul George with 26.
I think Russell Westbrook. How many? I don't know.
Like
I don't know
14 in the fourth in this series.
Yeah, he's been amazing. What?
Crazy.
No, sorry. Our producer Ashley gave me
Oh,
one
they're
question,
trying
so
to,
I was
Michael
gonna say.
Rappaport podcast. We
Threw
not
me
fact
off.
check. No, I saw it on ESPN
Yeah, we're not
last
fact
night.
checking. But it is a fact. He's been amazing, and he's
Right.
played better than Westbrook this series.
He
So,
has.
which kind of makes me sad. I think that team has more like they have more stars, so they're more interesting. But Utah's fun too. Joe Ingles is awesome. Oh, and Steven Adams is actually also about that life. He is the no Flintstone.
Yeah.
He took a full Jay Crowder elbow right in the
Jay Crowder elbow
right in the mouthpiece and
Yes.
did not move. Like we knew he was a monster.
Yes.
But he has like 18 brothers and sisters.
Yes.
So
Squad.
it doesn't squad
Yeah.
up. It does not surprise me that he can take a punch though.
It says like his youngest his youngest sister is like 6'3" or 6'4" or something like that.
She's
They don't play.
she's about that life too.
Yeah, they elbow to say hi. They
At
elbow
least.
each other in the face.
They might just like cup smack. You ever
Right.
had gotten a fight like that?
Oh yeah,
I got
not
hit like that
done
once
that.
in a street fight. It was
Let
not
people-
pleasant.
Ooh, they try to get your eardrum. They
Oh,
try to
no,
disorient
she
you.
did.
Yeah,
she
messed you
did.
up.
She got me.
She didn't watch a movie.
She wasn't
got
even
brothers.
a part of the fight. The fight's like going on. Fight kind of like, you know how like in fights there's like kind of like a lull at the end where you're, like
Yeah.
no one's really sure if it's over.
Right.
So like it was kind of like that
The
moment.
catch breath period.
And yes,
Yeah.
and she just came out of nowhere, just like it was like a pitcher. Like her elbow like cranked back, boom, like right just on my ear. My jaw still clicks.
From old girl.
I didn't go down though.
Dang.
Didn't go down. But I
Should've been
definitely
through it,
I
boy.
saw stars for sure.
No,
That's the thing.
Rightfully so.
It was like a sting-a-ling. And then my friend grabbed me and we got out of there and didn't get arrested, which is always great.
was great.
But that's definitely how they say hello. All right, what else?
Okay. Lastly, finally, the last thing, the last in or out thing, last topic. The Sixers look slightly more real than we expected them to look. I know this is a sensitive subject for you.
It is.
Joel Embiid said, a lot of people say that have a bright future, but I think it's our time now. We have a special team. I feel like we have a pretty good chance to go far. With LeBron having trouble with the Pacers, Joy, are you in or out on the Sixers taking the mantle from LeBron James?
Yeah, because I think if the Cavs don't win the championship this year, I do think LeBron is leaving, and I do think he's going to the Lakers because I don't see another team making sense.
Right.
And if he doesn't win a championship this year, I don't know how he's going to win it next year because other teams in the NBA are getting good,
Yeah.
and they have young players like the Sixers who are only getting better. Obviously, I do not want the Sixers to win. But they are likely going to beat my Heat because the Heat just don't have a dynamic playmaker. Like it is what it is. They overachieved this year. Hassan Whiteside is not. He's not what we need him to be.
Unfortunately.
No, and I like Hassan Whiteside, but he's not Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is insane. He's unbelievable, and Ben Simmons is unbelievable, and those are two solid superstars. As long as Joel Embiid can stay healthy, yeah, I could see them. I could see them beating the Cavs.
Yeah.
In the East. I don't think that's ridiculous anymore. And although I do still think that the Cavs will win because it's LeBron James.
Yeah. But they've shown to have trouble with Miles Turner from the Pacers. Like they don't have a big to really.
You can't. No, there's nothing you can do with them. And look, Ben Simmons is LeBron's guy. So
LeBron wins again. Obviously, it's the
no, I mean he's like with Clutch Sports, he's LeBron's guy.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's
LeBron
LeBron's
wants to be
winning
everybody's
with
friend.
him winning.
Sure, but LeBron wants to be everybody's friend. No, I'm
Right.
saying going up against him. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean? He's not gonna have the fire in his eyes. If LeBron doesn't have the fire in his eyes, it's you never know.
It's playoff LeBron.
What
He's
could
got
happen?
the fires in his eyes.
You
He's
know?
got the fire in his eyes.
Yeah, he's your dark 30 now. Why the Heat have to get the Sixers though? Why?
You said it. You said it in Hot Take. You said I don't want to see him, and you might have spoke that into existence actually.
I mean, it's annoying. Like I know.
So
what do you
might want
mean?
to
Like
keep talking about Swaggy B to the
it's
Dolphins.
annoying. It's annoying. Like we're scrappy, we're fun, but it's just not. It's not enough. Yes.
Who would you have liked? Who you guys could have went to the second
Well,
round
first
against?
of all,
Honestly.
all right, relax. Okay.
I'm not coming at you. I really want to know what you think. Who could you guys have played in the first round that you guys would have that Dwayne Wade would have second round?
Literally, I would have felt better with anyone else. And like the second team that I would not have wanted, but would have at least been fun, was the Cavs. Like
Yes,
I would have at least
yes.
accepted the Cavs because it would have been fun.
Peanut Butter versus
So
Jelly.
the outcome may have been the same, but at least it would have been like content central. But anyone else, I would have felt better about.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, thank
I
you.
really am sorry.
No, we'll see.
That's it.
It's
I'm
probably RIP though.
sorry. Yeah. Tonight.
Oh well.
Okay.
It happens.
It was fun. You enjoyed watching the Heat in the playoffs,
And
right?
you know what? Like the problem
That
is,
was
like if they
nice.
lose, this could be Dwayne Wade's last game ever.
Closer to the statue.
Close to the statue, yeah, but the statue is like that's actually very, very monumental if you think about it. Like
Oh,
it could
huge.
be Dwayne Wade's last game in the NBA. That's a lot. It's a lot to digest. Not even as a Heat fan, like as an NBA fan.
That's true. I got sad a little bit when I really settled in. Damn. R.I.P. Big Eye. What? Moving on.
It's sleepy eye, yeah.
Sleepy eye. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's not like one's this regular size, which I don't agree with anyway. Hear ye, hear ye. Kevin Durant is petty.
And I won't back down.
Kevin Durant hasn't been in the petty report for a while.
Right. It was, yeah.
But he was in there for a while.
First couple episodes.
Yeah,
he was on the Twitter.
He lived in there, but he's, he hasn't turned all his L's into lessons yet.
No, still in the process.
He is, yes.
Yeah.
He is still in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Might I remind you, to quote Julio Jones, you're not defined by your social media. And, thank you for that. Yes, Julio Jones deleted all of his Falcons pictures and wants us to believe that it's because he's doing a cleansing, which we don't believe. But anyway, Durant liked a post criticizing who else? Russell Westbrook. Someone said, quote unquote, subpar, laughing my bleeping ass off. The problem was Westbrook. They had a good ass team. He said it was an accident, which you should always say. Anytime you do anything wrong on social media, say it was a hack. Shout out Vontae Davis. My account was hack. Not hacked. Hack.
My turn hack, yes. Draymond Green got his account hacked as well back in the day. Snapchat. Shouts out.
Listen, it happens.
Yeah.
So the point is, can we stop doing this, Kevin? Like, you have a ring. You were Finals MVP. You did the dribble up 3-point in LeBron's face. Like, you're winning. Just until the next champion is crowned, which may be you guys this year, why don't you just chill with the coming at Westbrook?
But Westbrook can come at him whenever he wants, and we're not supposed to tell him to chill?
No.
Because he left? Or because he stayed?
Yeah, exactly. First of all, Westbrook has no show. This is what we know from Westbrook, okay?
Yeah.
And he is the Morpheus of petty. So he's doing the whole, he's got to make you think. Like, oh, like Kevin Durant has to get into the actual how deep in the comments, how deep is your love that you have to, how deep is your love? Like, it was an accident. Like, you were reading this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, your thumb, even if it was an accident, your thumb had to scroll by it.
It's on the far right of the screen liking a comment on Instagram.
So he needs, it's enough with the pettiness. I'm here for petty, but this is like a lot. I just feel like you have other things you need to be focusing on right now. Specifically right now, there's some bigger things on your plate than Bay's Heroes comments, Xavier 21 Phoenix. We're good. We're good on this, for sure.
I mean, Kevin Durant is he's the social media generation. He can like a tweet and go beat the Spurs.
Okay, but just if you're going to like this random Instagram comments, just say you liked it. Enough already. Just say you did it.
He liked it.
Say that, yes, you're right. We did have a good ass team and it was Westbrook's fault. Cool, man. I can get behind that. That's how you feel. Speak your feelings.
John got a lot to say today. What you got?
Could Xavier XJ13 or whatever his name be?
Xavier 21 Phoenix.
Could that actually just be a Durant ghost?
Yes, it could. Yes. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, it could be
with Kevin Durant. It could actually be him liking his own. Yeah, exactly. The Matrix. Him liking his own fake ghost account. Accidentally.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I have a horrible anxiety. And one of the things that gives me anxiety is sometimes I fear that I don't like anything on Twitter ever. So this is good. Actually, this is good.
Yes.
This is a good base then. This could actually alleviate some of my anxiety. I never like anything on Twitter ever. So I should always have no likes. So if I ever like anything, it was an accident. Because I specifically don't like anything.
Accident.
No, not hacked. It's just like my big dumb thumb hit something. This is what he's claiming.
But so he can't have a big dumb thumb, but you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I set the groundwork for it. I'm telling you right now that I don't like anything. Because sometimes I'll go on there just to check, and I'll have liked super random things, and who knows what happens.
I'm really excited to talk about Kevin Durant playing basketball again eventually.
Yeah. Yes.
Eventually.
Yeah, because right now we're talking about him just coming for Russell Westbrook. You won, dude. Just say it. Just come out and say it was his fault. I can get behind that.
He might. He said a lot of things.
One day.
All
right. Let's do the lit list.
Lit.
It's lit. Can that be what we do for it?
Yeah, no, it's good. I wasn't ready for Travis Scott. I was thinking Kendall. But anyways, yeah, I'll be better next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Earth Day the other day.
Yes.
God bless the Earth.
Yes.
Earth Day's a day I can get behind.
Earth Day,
There was a time when I recycled. I still do. I recycle some things, but the problem is like once my recycling bin is full, I do a lot of ordering from Amazon.
Right.
So and I can't be breaking down the boxes.
But you have a lot of
time
things
for that.
to
So like
recycle.
once you boxes.
Yeah.
So like but the boxes fill up the recycling bin very quickly because I don't break them down. You know what I mean?
You don't even make a game of it. Just like stomp on them. Like make it and then stomp them.
Stomp
Just
on
jump
the box. What do I look like? There's tape on it.
Yeah, you gonna go through it. You're not
I
going
weigh
to
like
stand. You're going to jump real high and land on top of the box.
Depending on like how much I eat per day, I weigh like between 121 and 124. Like I'm not crushing a heavy box.
Even
I'm
with
gonna
your
hurt.
feet?
I'm gonna hurt myself. Yes.
Really? That's how big those boxes
I'm
are?
not crushing boxes. What am I 4? I put the box in the thing. The recycling bin. Anyway, the point is, I drink a lot of water bottles and I don't recycle them. I shouldn't. It's bad, but I appreciate Mother Earth.
What do you mean you don't recycle the water bottles? How do you actively not do that?
I mean, I try to, but then sometimes there's just not time. They gotta go in the regular garbage.
I feel you. No,
This
No.
is like
No.
destroying anyone in California.
At my apartment
John
complex.
Hill is having an absolute meltdown.
Because you throw the wrappers back in the bag. This all makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Joy
yeah.
also, in the candy bags that we have laying around, she'll eat the candy and put the wrappers back in the bag. And I don't see an issue with that.
I mean, if there's no garbage can available, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that cleans it up. That's why it's not an issue.
In the bag. Okay. That's
Sorry,
fair.
I'll stop putting the empty candy wrappers back in the bag.
Maybe.
But it's better than throwing them in the garbage, not recycling.
Yeah. Anyways, recycling. Earth Day.
Anyway, it was Earth Day, and
Yes.
Joakim Noah,
Mm-hmm.
who played in 53 games over 2 seasons with the Knicks, had a lot of
Numbers.
injuries, had a little problem with the PEDs,
Mm.
which is not very hippie like of Joakim.
Yeah.
You think it was the Mary J?
Well, sometimes
J.
it could be. Sometimes he could have been taking something really, really natural and showed up on the test too. So that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He signed a 4-year, $72 million contract with the Knicks. But he's also just running around the jungle right now, living his best life
Out there.
And if you haven't seen him on Instagram, it is a video worth a little gander.
God bless. God bless the earth and the trees and the sun. All that.
El Roxo! Don't do him like that, El Roxo.
It's a beautiful place where he is.
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know if he had reception service where he was, if he was live on the IG, or he was like, ready to post that. He was making VOD content.
Right.
I don't know I don't know where he was.
He's got like this crazy blonde beard going on,
Yes.
and he's in the selfie mode. And then he's
Tupac
doing the
bandana.
thing where like it's on selfie mode, and you're like trying to very like cleanly click to the non-selfie mode.
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't
got
work.
it.
It's very
No.
clunky.
Yes.
But anyway, he enjoyed Earth Day better than everybody else.
Yeah.
God bless the Earth.
God bless.
Ja feel.
There's a Pusha T line, something doing X amount of years doing dirt like it's Earth Day. So I always like that one
That's
as an
good.
Earth Day line.
Mitt Romney.
Mm-hmm.
Mitt Romney. He's with basically Joe
Who knew?
Ingles and Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Tag
out
team.
here.
Yes, he's all in Russell Westbrook's face, not really, kind of. And he's also the guy. Mitt Romney's the guy that wears the button down with the jersey over top.
I always think of that guy as the guy who did some time in like a low security prison, just like some tax evasion or something, like white collar crimes.
crime.
Yeah, that's the guy who wears the jersey over the button down.
I imagine him as the guy who like is like going through his midlife crisis, so he tries like expensive beers now.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, yes.
He's like, excuse me, can I'd really like to know like the alcohol content and that. What are the flavors?
Ordering a
of
lot of
beer?
flights.
Yeah, I'm trying new things now. Yeah, beer
Yes.
flights.
Yeah, beer
Like
flights.
a beer flight.
Just getting drunk off beer flights.
Oh, I mean, are you the worst person on earth? Not only do you bring you make your own cold pressed
Joy
coffee.
is yelling at John Heller at this
You
moment.
make your own cold pressed coffee.
If you wanna see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Heller, and you can feel free to ridicule him for his life decisions.
Yes, please.
Because
He
you know what it is?
deserves
Because you're a hipster, but not really.
Yeah.
But you are a hipster. You order beer flights?
I like trying things, Joy.
Okay, well, you and Mitt Romney order beer flights, and
Dangerous to being a white guy out here who appreciates black culture.
If you had told
Period.
me 10 years ago I would be grouped with Mitt Romney, I wouldn't be very excited about it. But in this moment, I'm
You're cool with being
I'm good.
grouped with
I'm
Mitt
good.
Romney?
Shouts to you, Mitt.
Okay, so Mitt Romney is wearing a jersey over the button down.
Mitt versus Russ.
In a very incredibly expensive seat, which obviously, of course, Mitt Romney should be sitting in, and he's throwing up the 4s. No, not those 4s up. The 4. You've got 4 fouls, buddy. Sit on down. 4.
This
In
is
your
second
face.
quarter, right?
Mitt Romney's the guy that says "in your face"
Oh, all the time.
all the time. Hey, in your face,
He says in your face and my bad.
buddy. Definitely says buddy.
Buddy.
Does he
all
say
the
my
time.
bad?
He
My
says,
bad,
He says,
guys.
no,
He
but he
might.
says
He
it. He
says it
says
like
it in
that.
a way that's like he says it in a way that reminds you that was a black thing first.
Right, like
Right?
it's just
Yeah,
the most like.
oh yeah, sorry, my bad, guys, my bad.
Yeah, it's
Sorry
almost
about
like, okay, we
My
don't say
bad.
that anymore.
My bad, guys. Yeah.
Even though we might still, but like you're saying it, you're making
He says my bad in emails. Yes.
and signs it Mitt.
My bad on that. Bad communication,
Is
guys.
he the guy that hashtags unnecessary things? Like he posts something on Facebook and he like will hashtag the entire sentence. Hashtag Saturdays with my best friends. Hashtag beer flights are my favorite only if there's a dark one in there.
Hashtag Mitt Romney definitely hashtag Saturday for the boys. And then it says hashtag Saturday, hashtag 4, hashtag the hashtag boys.
Yes!
Right, like
Yes!
right after
Oh
that.
my God!
Just to hit everyone.
Yes,
everything.
because Saturday it is for the boys, but not. You don't need all the. It's just one hashtag.
Just one.
Oh, for sure. Should we keep playing this game because it's really fun? But I think we need to move on. All right. So Derrick Rose is on the lit list this week.
Yes.
For playing basketball.
Ding, 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 ding.
He had
Congratulations.
17 points, 7 7 of 11 from the field,
Mm-hmm.
63.6%. So shout out to Derrick Rose. He actually does play basketball from time to time,
Yeah.
earning that. How much does his Adidas deal? Like a bajillion?
He's getting some money. They're still making these shoes.
Yeah, they are. They're still making Derrick Rose shoes.
He had to be on a team that didn't have anyone who was like arguably like that wasn't like head and shoulders better than him. Like he needs the confidence of being around lesser talent to perform. Is that a take?
He's making how much?
$185 million.
$185 million.
When does that stop?
It's yeah. When does that stop? Look, good for Derrick Rose. I give Derrick Rose a lot of crap.
You do.
And he played well. They still took the L. Despite the fact that Houston had 50 points in the third quarter, they still managed to pull it within how much? Like 7 or 8? 15? Why did I feel like it was closer?
That was close.
You know why I felt
considering
like it was closer? Because Minnesota got like 4 turnovers back to back to back. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to come back and win the sleeping game. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to talk so much shit about this.
Right.
And then they would get the turnover, drill down, and like turn the ball over again. Like, what are you guys doing? You're just not play basketball. What are you doing?
The fact that you have analysis on that series as a whole is beyond me. It's like the worst series. Like as good as the round 1 has been of the playoffs, that Timberwolves series. Oh goodness gracious! Watching Karl Anthony Towns just like
Oh my God.
lumber around and
Yeah, not been great.
what are you doing? You need Calipari out there to teach you to play basketball again? Like
been
what's
great.
going on?
All right, loser power rankings. Loser power rankings.
Loser power rankings. These are the losers of the week.
All right, we're gonna start with a serious one,
Okay.
and then we're gonna move into really things that don't matter. So just
Yes.
bear with me because this is we needed to get it in, and this is where we're gonna put it. So I make the rules.
You're welcome.
Greg Hardy. Yeah, we as a society are still talking about Greg Hardy, and legitimately because he is in the UFC now.
He's trying to be in the UFC. He's fighting to be in
So
the
he's had
UFC.
3 fights in the amateur circuit, and he'll be making his professional MMA debut with a chance to compete in the UFC on Tuesday night, the Tuesday Night Contender Series on June 12th. So no, he's not in the UFC. He is on the UFC Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Right.
So if you don't know about Greg Hardy, just give it a little Google. Just clear it up probably instantaneously. But it's so ridiculous. Like even if he was to win, then he's actually going to get an opportunity. Like what if he's actually good? And then he's in UFC. Like I got to watch Greg Hardy in the UFC? I mean, are we really still having a conversation about Greg Hardy?
I mean, we can't erase him from all.
No, but yeah, actually you can. You actually can. Like you actually can. We're a corporate society. We make rules like this all the time. Guess what? Life isn't fair.
Which is why we still talking about Greg Hardy.
Okay, but I'm saying like You are actually allowed to say, no, Greg Hardy, you are a garbage human. We don't want that associated with our brand.
UFC loves garbage humans.
There are some. There are
Right?
some.
Like it's the
Not
brand,
all,
right?
though. That's not
Yeah,
the
I
UFC
know,
brand,
I know,
at
I
all.
know.
So I'm off that. Okay. Smooth transition to something completely unserious. Kyle Kuzma, who I like,
Love Kyle.
had a good season. Also, Lonzo Ball, who I also
Yes.
like. Shout out LeVar. Big baller
Always.
brand. Always. Speaking into existence. Kyle Kuzma is giving Lonzo very bad advice. So we all know that Lonzo Ball has his opinions about the hip hop,
Yes.
the hippity hop, that are wrong.
He does his
Like I'm just gonna say it. They're not. There's wrong opinions and there's right opinions. And these opinions are wrong. And everybody has an opinion. Everyone's entitled to opinion. And sometimes your opinion is just wrong.
Some of them are wrong. Some of them are debatable. Yes.
Okay, so Nas is dropping a new
generation.
album, which by the way I'm very excited about it. What do you think of
Yes.
the J. Cole album?
I thought it was like a less potent To Pimp a Butterfly from Kendrick. It was, it was probably one of J. Cole's better. It wasn't as good as Forest Hill Drive. It's good. It's good. Good for him. He ethers the industry he's in during that album, but yeah, it was enjoyable.
You know what always confuses me about J. Cole
What's
is
that?
like the when he talks about the women. It's so confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Isn't he like married or something? Just like high school sweetheart or something?
He was at some point.
Is he not still?
But that's the thing. Snoop's been married his whole year. I mean his whole career.
Yeah, Snoop is a little slightly different brand than J. Cole. J. Cole is like woke.
Right, yeah, you would want him rapping like Logic does and saying like, I got a wedding band on my finger.
No,
stuff
but
like
I don't
that.
know, just weird.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
Nas is dropping an album on June 15th,
Yes.
according to Kanye West. We'll
Yes.
get to Kanye in just a moment.
Who is out here?
What's going on with Kanye?
We're-
Just, I feel like when Kanye news happens, it's like all the Kanye news happens at once.
Yeah.
And we won't hear from Kanye for like 3 months, and then all of a sudden we've got tweets and
The
we've got
floodgates.
like what happened in the
Yeah.
hospital, and we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so Kyle Kuzma has challenged Lonzo Ball in a Twitter poll to put out a better album than Nas. That's your first challenge. Okay, I haven't heard the Nas album yet, but that's your first challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know you don't feel like Nas is relevant anymore, but guess what? He is.
Yeah, he's still out there
First
creating
of all, he's
heat.
still doing the Hennessy commercials. So we've got that. Still doing the Hennessy commercials.
So he's out here. He's
He
relevant.
is out here.
Yeah.
Well, Lonzo said nobody listens to Nas anymore. Yeah, everyone's going to listen to the Nas album. Literally everybody. Literally everyone is going to be on that album.
Yes. We're going to make our judgments afterwards, but we're all going to
No,
listen.
no, immediately. Like a second it drops. Oh, well, this is what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Yeah, no. Rather it be good or not. Not.
It doesn't matter. You're going to listen to the Nas album.
Of
It's
course.
not even. It's not like, do you feel like it? You're going to do it.
No, Kuzma's setting him up. They're
It's-
constantly
it's
trolling each other.
It's setting him up for failure.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
listen
yes.
to Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo. All right. Number one list this week. Not Odell Beckham Jr. because Odell's friend of the show. I feel like we know Odell now.
He's a friend of the show.
Yeah,
He's a friend of the
he
show.
is a friend of the show.
Somebody said you should have asked him to come on the podcast. I'm like, no, that's God's plan.
It is God's plan.
It's God's
you know,
plan.
you don't take too much at once.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't be too aggressive, and then it feels weird.
Yeah.
Organic. You know what I mean?
Grass
So anyway,
fed.
Des Bryant was working out with Odell.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing he posted a video and he's doing the
What are you
rope
gonna
things.
Yes. Yeah, ropes. Just rope
flipping
workout.
the ropes. He also
Battle ropes.
he had a large television screen behind him with the Good Morning Football, which is a very good show. Do not watch it in place of any of FS1 shows, obviously, but
it's not.
it's a good show.
Yes.
And the caption on it says, "Are the Cowboys a playoff team without Des Bryant?" So he posted it and he put, "Oh, okay," and like Des, we get it. And I understand it's emotional to get broken up with, and it sucks. And it's a cleansing period,
Right.
and it hurts, and it's painful. But you're gonna get on another team. You just can't be so picky. You just can't be so picky.
Not with his production.
You're
Not
right.
with his age.
Like I don't understand what he understands about
Right.
no 1,000-yard season in the past 3 years. It's numbers. It's not like
insane.
Jason Garrett has not infiltrated the entire NFL. I'm sorry, he ain't got pulled like that.
No.
He just doesn't.
Let me say this. The fact that Bryce Butler, shouts out Bryce Butler, friend of the pod, my personal friend. The fact that he got signed,
okay.
he got signed to the Arizona Cardinals. Willie Snead, I got
Yeah.
another one of my friends from Ball State, former New Orleans Saints. He's a friend of the podcast. He loves everybody on the podcast.
I mean,
He got picked up by the Ravens. Like, honestly, I'm waiting for some of my other friends to get picked up, and I would think, oh, Dez has to get picked up.
What is this?
I'm-
You said
I'm saying
bleeping ridiculous.
Okay, I'm not.
Just
Michael
talk.
Floyd. I'm like my friend Michael Floyd. I want him to get picked up, and I was like,
Oh
Des
my
Bryant.
God.
Des Bryant has to get picked up before those type of receivers
Right,
get picked
and of
up.
course our friend Odell is
Yeah.
doing him a favor by like helping him with the content. But I'm just saying, Des, like just relax. Like someone's going to sign you. You just got to wait until after the draft. And it'll be fine. As far as the Cowboys go, who cares? Like the best revenge is just to win. Just go win.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Also, I'm not like, not to be picky, but I think that the form is bad on
the ropes.
Yeah, that's the move you do when you're tired.
He's
basically standing up. And by the way,
so many different rope workouts. Like that could have been the one that he was doing.
But Odell's doing a different one.
Yes.
You got to get the squat. Like the point is to fire the
glutes.
butt. Like you got to get the thing going.
Yeah, you got to lean back and get that arch in your back.
They're the worst. I can't be a part of that. Shannon Sharp is always trying to get all of us to go to CrossFit, which
You should go.
I fundamentally don't believe in CrossFit. I fundamentally don't believe in it.
How do you not believe? What does that even mean?
Like I don't believe in it.
What, like, do you hear my question? Like, what is that? How do you not believe it exists? It's a thing people do.
No, it's like how
very
you feel
popular.
about dinosaurs. I don't believe in CrossFit. It's okay. Have you ever been to a CrossFit class before?
No, of course not.
And listen, this is not to knock anybody who's better in your life for like working out. Cool, great. I don't have a problem with it. But like, I have a friend in Miami who's obsessed. Actually, several friends in Miami who are obsessed with CrossFit.
Well, can I say this real quick? What is the race of that friend?
One is Cuban and one is white.
I don't know if we're welcome at CrossFit gyms.
Here's the problem with have you ever been to a CrossFit gym before?
I walk by them, they might as well have a Confederate flag up.
Okay, look, they do lots of the I don't know, whatever. The problem is this.
Yeah.
The problem is this. With first of all, I hate working out. I hate sweating. I don't like dirt.
It's a hot take.
I don't like feeling uncomfortable, and that's the entire concept of CrossFit is all of that. So I've gone to a CrossFit class. As soon as it's like a cult, first of all, and they groom you. Right? And I could feel it as soon as I got there. Like these little, it's like the grooming. This is how it starts. So you get
They
in
want to
there.
be best friends with you?
Yes! I don't want to talk to one single person. I stopped going to the cycling class because I was going. The cycling instructor was like, "Okay, guys, let's get going. Say hi to the person next to you." What? Nah, I'm out. I gotta go. I can't be. Nah, we ain't here for all that. Cool. What's up? We ain't talking. No, like focus straight ahead. I don't want to be here. You don't want to be
Say
here.
hi to the person next to you and Joy's out.
No, and then she wants. Then I know that it's him, and then he wants to take it a step further, and he's like. Thank them for being here today.
What does that even mean?
Like,
Why?
you don't let me
Like,
take the Lord's name in vain right now, okay? Which I do every 5 minutes. I'm trying to do less, okay? Stop.
it's like the pastor love at church. He's like, yeah, it's like, all right,
oh,
tell your neighbor.
I don't
Tell your
need
neighbor.
it, okay? Just
Tell your neighbor. Tell your neighbor.
No.
God's been good.
No,
God's been good.
no, I
now
don't
tell
wanna
your
do
other
it.
neighbor on the left side, God's been good.
No,
God's been good.
no, stop. We know it, okay? I don't want all the human interaction.
Church is different than spinning class, though.
Yes, but they think it's why it's a cult. So
Yes.
you go in there, and then they're like, they want everyone to introduce themselves and like say where they're from.
Why? What does it have to do with the bars and the stuff?
What does this have to do with me being skinnier so I can feel slightly better in a bathing suit that I don't want to wear?
CrossFit is not about being skinnier.
And that's the other point.
No.
It's all about gains.
Yes.
So listen,
Growing your beard
all right,
out.
look, we're going to wrap this up in a
Getting
second, but
fat.
I got to talk about this.
Yeah.
So I'm in this class, and I don't want to be there. And they've already made me talk, and I just wanted it to be over with.
Right.
And they're like, all right, we're going to do warm-ups. The warm-up is you have to carry each other, like, to the end of the gym and back. Carry? So I have to touch someone else?
To warm up, you want me to be all up on somebody else.
And I
What's the
do
actual
not
workout?
like touching people. You have to pick I'm on a person. I'm on a woman.
You're
I
in
don't
gym
know
clothes.
this woman.
You're in
I'm
gym
in her
clothes.
neck. Yes.
Yes.
There's skin contact.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like this on her.
And everybody
And
just
I don't want
smiling.
her to drop me, so you can't half-ass the grab.
No,
like,
you gotta lock-
get in.
yeah.
You gotta lock the
Slough
elbows.
that thing.
Please don't drop me. Walking with the bouncing and the back. I'm like, what? And then I have to pick her up.
Next.
That's the part of the
Yeah.
warm up. I gotta
Your
walk
turn.
her back.
Your turn next.
Is this normal?
I'm telling you, it's
Has anyone ever
weird.
been to a CrossFit class? Is that a thing?
I think we need to put a reporter on it, and it's like breaking news, like try to
It was
whatever's
traumatizing.
going on.
It was traumatizing.
I actually might join now, just for content purposes.
Just to discover
Yeah.
if that's a normal thing.
Why not?
Anyway, so I told Shannon I will not be taking part of it, but he mentioned the ropes today with Des. So
This
that's
actually
why I
talked
said
me
that.
into taking CrossFit
Yeah, I mean, enjoy yourself.
in a weird way.
They do. There's a lot of up downs.
A lot of you got with the burpees.
They love burpees. They are obsessed with burpees. They have burpee contests. They keep track of how many burpees they do.
How does it? What do you win when you win a bunch of like?
You get your name on the wall.
It's like third grade. What is it, like a golden star?
I'm trying to explain to you. It is a terrible experience. You're not listening to me.
I'm trying to break down barriers. So I'm gonna do.
You should try it. I think you should
CrossFit.
try it, and then you should come in and tell me how it is. So my girlfriend came in she works at the radio station. Shout out Evelyn Curry. She's actually great. You should follow her. She came in. She was like, Joy, why does everyone give me so much about going to CrossFit?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Evelyn, has a day passed in your life where you haven't told someone that you do CrossFit?
It's like me when I'm dieting.
I just want you to think about it. Yeah, because
Everybody got to know.
Because you already know what the answer is.
Right.
So you have to accept that for yourself, because that's why everyone's off it.
Yeah, it's like
Because if you don't tell someone you do CrossFit, you didn't actually do CrossFit.
yeah. There's no one.
It's like if you're a vegan. If you don't actually tell people you're a vegan, it's basically like you ate a raw animal.
Yes, you hate and love eating animals unless you have vegan bumper sticker, some sort.
So
of.
you have to. There has to be some announcement in every room that you go in that you don't partake in the eating of animals. Sorry for that.
Vegan, the
very
middle
long
name.
aside, but yeah, we had to get into it.
Okay, Comment Creepin. You clapped back at the producers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, first things first. Shout out first things first.
No. You like our producers about the
Yeah,
collecting
yeah.
the in or out things.
Correct,
You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
slacking.
Yeah,
we need a name for in or out.
They responded.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some names that I like. We're gonna start with those.
Okay, shout out to everyone who put stuff in the comments.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk about you guys. Let's just get it over with. They're not great. Like honestly.
Let me hear. Maybe there's a spinoff.
I mean, let me just say this for the people on YouTube commenting. You have to understand that we have a job to do. We do that job. You guys, whatever jobs you do, we love you and we thank you for being fans. But like, I had a lot more respect for a lot of you before these.
You know what? Just we appreciate all of the suggestions.
I appreciate all the suggestions,
To-
but like,
and to your point about this being our job, we don't have a better suggestion.
no.
And this
but
is our
just like,
business.
I just
So-
know.
What are they? Go.
Take it or leave it. Alexander said, like it's like
Okay,
whatever.
that's fine.
I like this one. Hit me with it or miss me with it.
Hit me with it or miss me with it.
With it or quit it is my favorite.
Win it or quit it is actually not bad.
Let's somebody write that down. With it or quit it from Miles. Miles said win it or quit it. I like that.
The problem with hit me with it or miss me with it is the hit me with it has a few other connotations that we can run into trouble with.
Yes, a lot of other ones, such as tooted and booted. Who Gene suggested. Joy or pain is cute from Joel. That's
Joy or pain?
Joy or pain.
And pain.
Yes, and he says talking about sunshine.
rain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That's okay. No. Okay. Fourth and goal. If you don't like it, or you kick it, or you go for it.
Oh, okay.
That's a bit, but
Oh, it's not. That's cute.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one.
It's
out
very
of those.
hacky,
Okay.
yeah.
The ones I like. Mad lit or bad bit.
Ooh.
Let's sit with that.
Okay.
Everybody realize? Everybody okay? Mad lit or bad bit? Good, bad, or bad, bad?
Good, bad, or bad, bad?
Think about the graphics. Bam, bam.
It's
Mad
not,
lit or
it's-
bad bit?
it's-
Good, bad, or bad,
It's
bad?
not bad. It's not bad.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. I'm reading it back to me one more time because there's something coming here.
So, mad lit or bad bit?
Uh-huh.
Good, bad, or bad, bad?
What about good, bad, or big mad?
Good, bad, or big mad? Write that down. Yeah. Good, bad, or big mad?
Okay.
Okay, so now in the comment section, you guys, I know I came from you a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah,
Had a rough
I
weekend.
feel like it was
but tell us what you think about the ones that we like.
Okay. What was the other one? What was the one earlier that I liked too?
Yeah, Wit It or Quit It. Wit It or Quit It's good.
Okay, so here's all right. So I think
I
we
like
have
that.
three.
Those three are
why
really
don't we do a
good.
poll?
Yes.
Can we do that?
Let's just stop there. You want to stop there?
Yeah, I feel like it's good. We have three.
Right. Yeah. There's a poll. We have three winners, or we have three contenders.
Right.
Right. Wit It or Quit It.
Yeah. Good, bad, or big mad.
Good, bad, or big mad. Mad lit or bad bit.
Perfect. Okay. And what's obviously going to happen, because people are horrible, is someone is going to obviously steal one of these
Yes.
for their show. But
Yes.
we're still
Shouts
going to this time
You're welcome.
we're still going to use it because we're going to have the evidence that it was already at
Yes.
first. So and the winner we will send a shirt to. We don't have shirts, but we'll find a shirt.
I'm about to say, I want a shirt.
We don't have shirts yet.
Can we get shirts?
We should get shirts made. We'll figure that out, but
Okay.
we will send you a shirt eventually.
Yes, I just wanted to take time to talk to people and call out a little bit.
appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean? We're good. Thanks for watching. People.
All right,
watching.
yeah, so we had fun today.
Mm-hmm.
Please subscribe and download and leave us comments and ratings and share with your
Yes.
friends. And keep commenting, even though Brandon came. Feel free to come for Brandon this week in the comments, since he decided to come for all of
Please.
you.
We going Kanye?
Huh? Oh yeah. Before we wrap, Kanye,
Yes.
since you don't know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about now. I thought I commented on it because I really do think it's legitimate. Kanye said you can say anything as long as you put the right emoji next to it.
Okay, so Kanye's back.
Yes, in a big way.
Yes, he's tweeting. He's giving the life advice.
Mm-hmm.
He's a genius. He still loves Donald Trump because geniuses recognize geniuses, and he couldn't get a meeting with Obama, so therefore Donald Trump is a good person because he gave him a meeting. There's a lot of things going on. We also got I feel like it kind of got revealed why he was in the hospital a while back.
Yeah.
So there's some
It's
Kanye
out.
news. He's also producing Nas's album.
Yes.
So Kanye's back, and he feels like you can say anything with an emoji. I've given it some thought, and I feel like he's speaking in absolutes, and I feel like you can say 98% of things with the right emoji.
That's
For example,
fair. That's fair.
For example,
Yeah.
you can't you're white, tweet the N-word with a smiley face emoji.
Is there a JK emoji? Because maybe that one. Oh, the
I mean, no, there's like
shoulder shrug emojis?
there's just some things that you just can't you can't say with an emoji. And it's
N-word
okay.
what?
Yeah. Divorce.
No, I'm not to mention the fact that, not to be literal, but
Pregnant.
how do you can't say right? You can write almost anything with the right emoji behind
Broke. I can keep going, but I would say I understand the idea
Yes,
behind it.
yes.
I feel you, Kanye. I get your genius.
Yes.
Also, apparently, you're ready to talk to us whenever because Brandon feels like that's the situation.
it. Kanye,
So
come on.
the show anytime.
Yeah, whenever
we'd
you're
like
ready.
to discuss this emoji thing.
He's
with
ready
you.
to talk about
He's
waiting
ready to
for an
talk.
outlet.
He's got sports take.
He's waiting for an outlet. This is the outlet for Kanye,
Yes,
right? Is it not? If there's an outlet out there,
because we're crazy like a fox around here.
Wow.
Yes. That's so good by me,
Exhibit
actually.
A.
There's so many puns to that. All right, thanks for joining us this week. We love you guys. And follow us at maybe I'm Crazy Pod and everything.
Please. Bye.
Bye.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not.